Peace, y'all. What's good? So I'm back. This is day 10. So on day 10, they gave me a call, better yet, a text, asked me to go ahead and wash out, shampoo out the scabs that was on the recipient area. So that's what I did today. Long story short, I grabbed the foam, threw the foam lotion on the head, let that sit about 15-20 minutes or so, and then I jumped in the shower and put the shampoo on and slowly kind of massaged the scabs out of my head. For the ones that were a little bit stubborn, I just left them on there. I'm giving maybe another day or two, maybe tomorrow. I'll do the same routine. And on day 14, which is 2 week period, which is going to be on Monday, today's day 10. So on day 14, needless to say, they asked for some new pictures to show the progress. So when I took the scabs off, needless to say, there's a whole layer of hair that's coming up all around. Maybe a little bit lighter in the temple areas here, but it's there. While I was taking out the scabs and massaging them out, and also when I woke up, sometimes you'll see the scabs, and they do have little hairs in them. So I was a little concerned because I was like, oh shit, the hairs are falling out. What's going on? But needless to say, after reaching out to them and contacting them, that's normal to see a few hairs in there fall off in the scab. And keep in mind, it's not the graft that's coming out. It's maybe some of that hair that might have been in that follicle, if you will, which is completely different from the graft. Right, so as long as the grafts are in there, and you can see, because you could almost see the entire hairline still there, right? You're good to go. So if by any chance you go through the process and you notice, around day, 8, 9, 10, that some of your stuff is falling out and got the hairs in it, it's normal in the process. But you don't want to make the situation worse by not sleeping with a neck pillow. And it's not the best sleep. I've realized over the first 10 days having that neck pillow, because ultimately, you're not really getting the type of sleep that you want to get. So that was the first 10 days. Just wanted to give everybody a heads up. My donor area is slowly healing. It's coming back. It's still tender back there. Make no mistake. It's definitely tender. It's darkening up a little bit more. I guess some more shots a little bit later. Let me do a little spin for y'all. So the donor area is coming back slowly but surely. Needless to say, I'm putting a little Aquaphor on it to kind of help out with that process, especially at night. And it's a slow process. It's not as bad as, the first or the second or the third day, I should say, or the fourth or fifth day. Around day 5 and 6, it still felt, especially the donor area, very tender to touch. I felt like somebody was poking me with needles every now and later. And it still feels a little tender. It's not healed yet. Definitely still feel a little tender back there. So just kind of giving everybody a heads up that the donor area is coming along. It's not 100%, but it is what it is. I did take out the scab. It's kind of like I got a little bit of a mini spiky fro under here. Again, I'm going to do a little close up. And this is it. This is the journey right now. So right now we just going to let it grow. Prior, as you can see, this was generally where my hairline stopped, somewhere around here, So things are coming back slowly but surely. So I'll probably check in every month from now on out. I just want to give everyone the first 10 days on the journey, how things were the first 10 days, what the sleep was like, what the trip was like, what the days were like, day over day. In short, I am happy with the results. I know it's going to be a journey, but I am happy with the results. We're actually talking. They did circle back with me again today and asked me to go ahead and, do the massaging and get the scabs out my hair. And then we're going to be following up with me in a few more days to see how things are and ask for some pictures. And again, that's pretty spot on. Ashley talking. Overall great experience, and this is where we at, y'all. So if you have any questions, just feel free to throw them in there. If I get a whole bunch of questions, maybe I'll do another video in between now and the 1 month part. And that all depends when I load these YouTube videos, to be honest with you. I'm not all fast with all that, but I did want to share the journey. But needless to say, if I get any questions, I'll just do one video answering a whole bunch of questions. But that's what it is, y'all. Y'all with another little look. Alright, so I'm gonna get on with my day. As far as covering my hair and going outside and working out, I put all of that on hold, and I'm pretty active. I love to work out. I also practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, blue belt, and needless to say, not being on the mats, rolling for a little while, a couple weeks, looking like potentially 30 days, and not being able to lift weights, it's kind of frustrating, so I'm on the second week of not being able to do that. So at this time, for me, what I'm doing is just focusing on good eating habits, finding great books to read, if you will, different podcasts, just kind of learning, you know what I'm saying? Creating new habits, making sure my eating is right, no cheating, if you will. And that should be 80% of the journey. So by the time I step back in the gym, I should be good and, getting back in jiu-jitsu shape. That's just going to take time regardless. But anyway, just giving a heads up. I don't wear any hats, just kind of let it roll. Plus, it's pretty sensitive up here, so if you touch anything on here, you go kind of feel it automatically. It's pretty hot right now outside. The sun is out, so there's really no reason for me to just be out there walking around, being all exposed. So I don't really, unless I have to step out, to the grocery store or something like that, grab some food or something like that. And even then, I'm not even covering nothing up, just kind of letting it roll. Every now and later, you will have somebody trying to check you out, but, it's all good. But other than that, that's what it is. Thanks for checking in. And I'll see y'all in about another month or so. Take it easy, y'all.